Colony Central School's English as a New Language Parent Orientation Video. The North Colony English as a New Language Department wishes to welcome you to be a part of our community and share our vision statement. We are a school community that values diversity as an asset, celebrating, validating, and preserving the multicultural and multilingual backgrounds of our students and their families while immersing them in our diverse national culture is essential. As advocates for our students and their families, we make connections and encourage their involvement in the school community. Students will be provided culturally relevant and academically challenging work that fosters their social and emotional development as members of the global community. The North Colony English as a New Language Department has many English as a New Language teachers. Every school within the district has at least one certified English as a New Language teacher. In addition to the teaching staff, the supervisor of world languages and bilingual education is Ms. Brenna Muldoon. In an English as a New Language program, the primary language used is English, with some supports being offered in the home or primary language to facilitate English language acquisition. The goal of an English as a New Language program is to support English language learners as they progress toward English proficiency. In New York State, we offer the New York State Identification Test for English language learners, also known as the nicest. The purpose of the nicest is to assess the English language level of new students who live in a home where a language other than English is spoken. Your child's score on the nicest, whether it is entering, emerging, transitioning, expanding, or commanding, will determine if he or she is entitled to receive English language learner services and will determine the level of English language support that your child gets. Your child was selected to be assessed on the nicest based on the responses of your family's home language questionnaire. The nicest is administered to potential English language learners only once following registration in a New York State school system. The types of questions that are asked on the nicest include multiple choice, short written response, long written response, and oral response questions in listening, speaking, reading, and writing, with the exception of kindergarten. For kindergarten, only listening and speaking skills are assessed. Based on the results of the nicest, your child will be one of the following levels: entering, emerging, transitioning, or expanding English language learner. An entering student is a student that needs a lot of support to help learn academic language. At the emerging level, a student at this level needs some support to learn academic language. A student at the transitioning level is gaining more independence in learning academic language. However, he or she still requires language supports. A student at the expanding level is a student that has greater independence in learning academic language and is closer to showing proficiency in English. Based on your child's level on the nicest, that will determine his or her level of English language learner services during the academic day. In grades kindergarten through 8th grade, a student at the entering level will receive 360 minutes of instruction during a 6-day cycle. A student who is at the emerging level will also receive 360 minutes of instruction per week or per 6-day cycle. And in grades kindergarten through 8th, a student at the transitioning or expanding level will receive 180 minutes of ENL instruction per week or cycle. At our high school level, which is grades 9 through 12, a student at the entering level will receive 540 minutes of instruction per week. A student at the emerging level will receive 360 minutes of instruction in ENL per week. And students who are at the transitioning or expanding level in grades 9 through 12 will receive 180 minutes of ENL instruction per week. In an English as a New Language program, the language arts and content area instruction are taught in English using ENL instructional strategies. Some content areas, like math, science, social studies, and English classes, are co-taught by the ENL teacher and the content teacher. This means that both teachers are in the classroom at the same time assisting all the students. In the standalone ENL class, students develop their listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills as they receive targeted instruction from a specially certified teacher. Students from many different language backgrounds are a part of North Colony's English as a New Language program. Now that your child is a part of our ENL program, here are some ways you can help your child at home. Continue to read to your child in your home or primary language. Research shows that reading to your child in your home language will help support their English literacy skills. If your child is a younger student, continue to tell stories to your child in your home or primary language. Visit a local library and borrow audiobooks in your home or primary language or in English. Please be sure to attend parent-teacher conferences that are scheduled by your school. It is a very important time where the teachers can give you information about how your child is progressing, and you can ask them questions about your child's English language learning. You can also schedule an individual meeting with your child's teacher to learn about specific ways that you can help your child succeed. Please schedule time every day for your child to do homework, and if it is possible, provide a quiet place free from distractions where he or she can work. Plan family outings together, and museums and libraries often offer low-cost and/or free enrichment classes after school or on weekends. Exiting the English as a New Language program. When can your child exit from an English language learner program? There are currently 3 ways that your child can exit English language learner status, and the 4th way is still pending approval. All students in grades kindergarten through 12 who score at the commanding or proficient level on the nicest slat will exit the ENL program. Students in grades 3 through 8 who score at the expanding or the advanced level on the nicest slat and score 3 or above on the New York State English Language Arts Assessment in the same year can exit the L program. Students in grades 9 through 12 who score at the expanding or advanced level on the nicest slat and also score 65 or above on the Regents exam in English in the same year can exit the program. Students with disabilities who are also English language learners still have to exit the program in one of these 3 ways. An alternative method of assessment is still pending approval. Once your child has exited L status, he or she now becomes a former English language learner. Former English language learners are entitled to receive up to 2 years of former English language learner support services. For more information regarding these former L support services, please reach out to your child's ENL teacher. On the previous slide, it referenced the New York State English as a Second Language Achievement Test, or the nicest. This is the exam that your child will take every spring, and it is a state assessment that determines his or her level of English proficiency. This test is called the nicest. It will test your child's reading, writing, listening, and speaking in English. The results of this test, which will be mailed home, will determine the level of ENL service your child will receive next year. As a parent of an English language learner in the state of New York, you have rights. Your child's ENL teacher has sent this document, the Parents' Bill of Rights for New York State's English language learners, home for you to look at. Here are some important elements of this Parents' Bill of Rights. Your child has the right to a free public education in the school district where you live, regardless of whether your family members are citizens, immigrants, and/or undocumented individuals, and the language that you or your children speak. Every child in the state of New York has the right to a free public education. You cannot be asked to provide a Social Security card or a number, an immigration visa or visa status, or citizenship documents or citizenship status. No one should ask you to produce a visa or a passport. However, you may be asked to show a type of photo identification. This could include a driver's license. You have the right to have a qualified interpreter or translator in your preferred language for critical interactions with the school district. You have the right to meet with school staff at least once per year, in addition to other generally required meetings to discuss your child's learning and language development. You have the right for your children to have equal access to all programming and services offered by the district. The right for your children to receive all core content instruction. Being entitled to L services does not limit the ability to get core content instruction. You also have the right for your children to get support services like academic intervention services, which could include remedial reading or remedial math, that the school district provides to all students. You have the right to have your children tested yearly to determine their English language progress. This is the nicest exam. If you have any concerns about the rights that are afforded to you as the parent of an English language learner in the state of New York, please first contact Ms. Brenna Muldoon, the supervisor of World Languages and Bilingual Education in North Colony Central Schools. This is the email that she can be reached at. You also have the right to contact the L Parent Hotline or to email them. Finally, for further information about your child's specific English as a New Language teacher and the teacher contact information, you can go to our North Colony English as a New Language ENL Parent Resources website. This website is also accessible directly from the North Colony Central School District homepage. This is the web address of our North Colony English as a New Language Parent Resources website. Once again, welcome to North Colony Central Schools, and we are thrilled that your child is a part of the North Colony English as a New Language program.